Hello, and welcome to a review of Darksiders Genesis. At this point in the game, I have completed it, so I'm going to try not to show any spoilers. Keep that in mind. The first thing we're going to look at is options, and there are plenty of options for gameplay, and graphics, and audio, and controls, and all of that. I think it's set for option. You can change things to low, to high, to mid, and all of that. So that's good. The big question in the room, I feel, when looking at this game or playing is it worth the money? Which is true of any game. And I'm gonna say, if you can get it for $30 or less, it is worth the money. It is a good addition to the Darksiders Genesis, to the Darksiders series. I don't think it's worth more than $30. To give you an idea, I have put about 20 hours into the game. How long it took me to beat it, and that's because I took the time to grind. I think we'll say like 5 hours of grinding, just because. So, knowing that. And this isn't a spoiler. Running around here is not a spoiler. That, you know, for 30 bucks it's worth it. If you can get it cheaper, that's fine. It is an interesting story. I'm not going to go into the too deep of it. You do play as Strife and War, and you can switch back and forth very easily, and there are some mechanics based on switching back and forth. They control well, they play well, they have unique styles. Strife is ranged. War is, of course, melee. The graphics are decent. I will say, because of the... If you notice, it is not a... What's the word I want? Third-person view? It is more of a isolinear view. So, it's not from behind and over the shoulder. It is, you know, from slightly above and quarter. This is an interesting choice. I don't personally agree with it. I have found that, just so I can show off the comp wall here, I have found that it's cool. It doesn't really hurt the combat too much. It does impact the combat, it doesn't impact any puzzles and that sort of thing. It does allow for some interesting puzzle mechanics, but the main problem is, because we're zoomed so far out, like the insta-gibs, the kills that you can do, the finishers, if you will, seem kind of pointless, and they are not as imaginative as other games. They still work. It's just, they could have been better, I feel, and I'm not sure how else to fix that without changing the view. There are a number of chapters. I'm not going to show them. There are arenas. For the way they handle progression, I like. I like this. The idea of you kill enemies, you get their creature cores. The more of them you kill, the stronger your cores get. That's cool. Unfortunately, that also means the game is... It is built to be played over and over and over and over and over again. So, like, on a playthrough, as you can see, I have... You know... I've maxed out this one, I have not maxed out this one. These are all random drops, depending on where you are and that sort of thing. You can tweak that by equipping certain cores and items. Like I said, there is a very nice collection to get. So if you are a completionist, very well worth it. But it is... I can further show this by, like, as you can see, this is difficulty hard. Recommended creature... Our power, which is our creature cores, 155. If I change the difficulty to apocalyptic, done. Now it says recommended 1900. So like I said, they encourage you to grind things over and over and over again. So it does get repetitive. But if you're used to playing Diablo 3, Path of Exile, Grim Dawn, any of those, this is gonna fit right in. Let me show off the combat real quick by doing an arena while I talk. So, like I said, they get upgrades. This is just an arena. This is not a spoiler. You know, combat is, like I said, Strife is ranged, as you can see. You know, and he gets certain abilities that can affect that. Skills and that sort of thing. There is, I would call skills magic. He gets different ammo types right here. Each one has different effects. I will say some are more general purpose than others. Like, I find lightning to be my go-to. As you can see, it cranks. Just shreds groups of units. War gets the same thing. He gets spells. He gets different types of sword enhancements, and each one has elemental affinities and that sort of thing. And like I said, he is ranged. So yeah, it's a good game. I'm just gonna go ahead and drop out here. End arena mission. I just wanted you to see the combat. There are combos, there are upgrades you can buy for combos and that sort of thing. I did get through by mashing it, so keep that in mind. Feel free to check out the playthrough to watch that. Continue. There are secrets to find. You know, it's got all of the tropes you would expect in a find in a Darksiders game. The setting is great. You know, I love the setting. I love the characters. I will say, it brings up more questions than it answers. Like, that was the interesting thing. Between the first 3 games, so Darksiders, you've kind of found out the history about War and his personality and that sort of thing. And you kind of get where he's coming from. The same thing with Darksiders 2 and Death, and even Darksiders 3 and Strife. You get to explore the characters. Because this is a dual setting, you're playing as both Strife and War, the story focuses more on what they are doing and why they are doing it, and not so much on, alright, well, what's the background? Why does War have one arm? What is the history of Strife? How did he become a horseman? That sort of thing. And so it answers a few questions, but raises a lot more, I feel. Again, so, well, other than that, you know, for $30, decent game. If you can get cheaper than that, by all means. If you're a fan of Diablo-esque style games, heck, looter shooters, anything along those lines, if you're a fan of the series, I would say go ahead and give it a shot. If you are paying more than $30, pass. Just don't wait for the price to drop. Excuse me. Something. I would not drop a single penny more than $30. Random note, full disclosure, I believe had some credit left in Steam where I bought this, so I got it half off. I only paid $15 for it, but I had to use up some of my credit. So, you know, for $15, definitely worth it. For $30, barely worth it. I will say there are some bugs. They are patching it. If we go to... what is it? Journal. No. Quests? Yeah, so there are actually different quests you can get. So this one right here is a perfect one. Collect all 10 of Strife's health cores. I have done that in-game. His health cannot go any higher, but as you can see, I've only got credit for 29. There's a few other quests that have done the same thing. Like the one for War, so there are some bugs, but they are patching it, at least at the time of this recording. So hopefully those will get patched in. But otherwise, none of the bugs are game breaking. I don't think I've had it crash at all. I can't. Maybe once, because I intentionally did something that I knew would kind of break the game, sort of thing. I've never had a soft lock. I've never had a hard lock. But otherwise, yeah, it's a decent game. Thank you very much for watching this. We'll say 10-minute or so review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you give this game a shot, any of the Darksiders series, and feel free to check out any of my videos. Otherwise, feel free to like, subscribe, or comment, or, by all means, come on over and check me out on Twitch when I stream live, Monday nights and Wednesday nights, around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday afternoons at around 4 p.m., 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.